Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving.
Hello and welcome to today's video. So this video is showing you guys my basic setup for my two things, for my park bag when I go to Disneyland and for my compact stroller setup. Now, I did want to film this video while we were at Disneyland, but timing just did not allow for it, especially since I was solo with my toddler. So I figured since we're back, we just got back a few days ago, let's just do it since I know this is the method that I use and it's what worked for us, and hopefully can give you a little bit of inspiration, whether it be just for a regular compact stroller setup or if you are planning to take your toddler or little one to Disneyland. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the stroller that we have, our compact stroller, is the Kalugo. So this is, I'm just kind of turning around to kind of show, like, it's a very lightweight, easy to maneuver stroller. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this, because since I was going to be by myself, I couldn't bring our big stroller because it's a lot heavier and it just would have been hard to maneuver one-handed, especially if my toddler wanted to walk or if she wanted to be carried. So that's why I went with this method, and it actually worked out really, really well. So let's kind of just get into what the basic setup was for the stroller. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the stroller angle. So what I opted for this time, normally I would have diaper bag, like stroller clips hanging on this stroller to just hook on my usual like mom bag. However, for this trip, I decided to go with this Stony Clover mini princess print bag because it held more stuff and I needed a little bit more space, a little bit more wiggle room to fit everything that I needed in. So the best way that I found for this was to keep it right in this bottom area right here. As you can see, it fits perfectly, like absolutely perfect. And even if I needed to I had some room on top. So like if my toddler wanted to lay down, I could easily just pull this out and lean it all the way back and be fine. So this is what worked best. Just because I do have a hook right here, but I found that hanging this just by this handle part was harder for me, just because I would have the bag like hanging around up here because of the weight, and it would kind of throw off my balance. So it really worked out a lot better to just keep the mom bag, park bag down here. So let me just show you kind of what I have on the stroller so you could see like kind of the accessories. So I already showed you this. So this is just a little carabiner hook thing. This I used for just hanging random things, like if we bought something or just, I don't know, just super random. I did not use it for my park bag, like I said. I just used it as extra quote unquote storage. Over here, I have this like mesh net bag that's just Velcroed on in two spots, the stroller. And this is like the perfect kind of catch-all bag. I used it for like extra drinks, water bottles. I used it for umbrella when we had a rainy day. I used it to stuff, you know, her, some extra jackets, or even like the bubble wand. Like this worked out really well to have this, and it doesn't throw off the weight of the stroller. Another accessory I have is just a little clip, what do you call this? Like a string thing. This is basically, I just attached like either the bubble wand or her snack cup because she kept dropping everything. Not on purpose, it just naturally just happens while we're moving and she's trying to do stuff. So this was really nice to have to just attach things to that we needed. So that was there. Now this stroller specifically has, I'm not exactly sure why. I think it has to do with like the lean back system and like whatever, but there's like some good storage in here. Like I can fit, so what I normally end up doing is either I throw in like my camera if I just need like a place to put it, or this is also an area I would stuff like some clothes or like a sweatshirt or a jacket or something that I just needed to like put somewhere that I didn't have space for otherwise. So that was kind of perfect. And, you know, like kind of a random perk of this stroller. Okay, so something else that I kept at the bottom of the stroller, which I will show you in a second. So I took the park bag out. So I had two things as just extra. One, I had this little phone tablet holder that I could basically attach or like hook onto one of the stroller sides. And this was perfect for when we were waiting for like the evening shows, and Ailey could sit in her stroller comfortably and either have my phone or tablet, and she wouldn't have to worry about holding it. So if she wanted to have a snack while we were waiting, or just, I don't know, anything random. I ended up not bringing the tablet into the parks, which was really nice, because I think that she's a little bit older now. She doesn't need it. I didn't need to distract her as much because there was more things for her to do and enjoy. So that was nice. It was literally just, I would just put my phone on here. And this one's nice because it has like a good like pull thing. And the fact that you could just like securely attach it to one of the stroller sides. So this I just threw into the bottom of the stroller basket. And the other thing, the tush baby. So I cannot tell you how surprised I was to see so many parents, like moms and dads, like so many people carrying the tush baby, whether it be this brand or some off brand or something, but there were so many I saw, and I was so happy because I remember even the last time we went in January, didn't see one, not one. So it was really nice to see it because it was one of those things where it's like, it's such a park necessity if you have a baby or a toddler that needs to be carried, and it's just such a lifesaver on your back. And even though it's, you know, kind of bulky, it's not any bulkier than a baby carrier could be. So, and it just like, look how nicely that pulled up, and this fit nicely at the bottom of my stroller, like literally beautifully tucked in right there. And I had the space in the basket for my park bag. So yeah, it was great. And this was kind of the everyday essential accessories. The only like extra quote unquote accessories I had, and I've already removed it since we came back from the parks and everything, but I have these Mickey string lights that I just wrap around the stroller just to help make it easier to find the stroller if we needed to park it for a ride, or just, you know, just help recognize my stroller, especially because it is like a black and gray stroller amongst the other black and gray strollers, you know. The other quote unquote attachment was this blanket. So this is actually made to be hooked onto things. So whether it be a baby carrier or a stroller, like it has little snaps here, and there's like different configurations to it. And then there's even like little like pockets, like it's, I got it from Uniqlo. I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I will link it along with everything else that I can. But yeah, this is great because one, I could just roll it up if we didn't need it, like even smaller than this honestly, and just stuff it into the bottom of the basket with the tush baby and my other bag. It fit. Or, you know, if it was actually cold and we needed it, I just hooked it onto the stroller. So gave Ailey warmth, and I made sure that it, you know, it didn't fall off. So that was really nice to have this. The other thing was the rain cover. So this one is the one specifically meant for this stroller, and it just has little Velcro straps that it just hooks on to this part right here. So it's like, it just kind of hangs right there. And the whole thing itself, oh, and then I also had my poncho that I just shoved in here when I didn't need, but so the whole thing itself just unfolds and becomes the rain cover. So I think I should have a clip of the rain cover situation, so I will kind of put that somewhere here just so you can see if I can find that. But yeah, this is really nice. And then just the fact that like there's a convenient way to hook it on was really nice. So, and we don't have to keep it on all the time, so that was also good. So yeah, so that was the basic stroller setup. I would say the only extra other thing that wasn't always was if I had like my jumbo fanny and I just wanted to take it off for a minute, I literally just hooked it over right here, like let it hang right there. And that's just for extra carrying, like not even like a accessory or an add-on or anything. But anyway, now that we've gone over the stroller setup, let's move on to what's in my park bag. Okay, so let's see what's in my Disney park bag. So the first thing that is not shown is I would sometimes, there is a little drink pocket here. I would sometimes put like my toddler's water bottle in here, but not most of the time. I didn't keep anything in here because I just didn't have a use for it. And also, since I told you that the bag pretty much lived at the bottom of the stroller, it wasn't like an easy access thing. But anyway, we'll just start with this front pocket. So in here I have, and if you haven't seen it, I did create a little reel and a short of what's like in my mom bag for a potty trained toddler. And it's more or less the same items, just a slightly different setup. So if you are curious, I will link those as well, just so you could see it. But yeah, so silicone straw in its case, wet ones, so hand sanitizing and regular disinfectant wipes, hand sanitizing spray, sunscreen, and just an extra pen and marker just for emergencies, which we didn't actually end up using at all. I've said this before, I always have emergency chocolate or candy, and that just kind of just lives there. Will it continue to live there considering that it's getting hot? Probably not, but it's fine. We'll figure out a different system for that. So now this top, so the main compartment. So what was in here? So I carried our little first aid kit, and for the parks, so it's just literally like first aid. For the parks, I always try to use bags that have some sort of clear or mesh opening. So like this one, you can clearly, like if the security's looking at it, you can see what's in here, at least at the top, and then they don't always necessarily need you to open it. Like I've never had to open any single thing in this bag because they could see like the general contents of it. So that is a pro tip for sure. Oh, an extra bag. This actually, I probably just threw it in the stroller because I didn't always need it. I actually never needed it for some miraculous reason. So, but always good to have. So, Ailey sticker activity. This one's from Daiso, and she loves stickers, but she loves when she can place them in a scene. And this one's nice because of the sticker quality and the book, it's very easy for her to like stick on and off multiple times because she loves doing that. Wipes, clearly, wipes are wipes. Her potty seat with a couple of potty covers in there. The other thing I added recently were these little Post-it notes because, and I will kind of stick a picture right here, the automatic toilets, I mean, not even just at Disney, everywhere, they can scare your toddler. Luckily, Ailey wasn't necessarily scared, but you know, sometimes it goes off at the worst time. So I just literally just stick the Post-it over the sensor, do our business, and just throw it out when we're done. So that is a good thing to have. Her activity bag, and again, I've shown this before, but it's literally just some toys, water marker coloring, placemat coloring, crayons, and then like more just coloring things, more activities for her to do. I brought my portable charger, and the reason why I put it in this clear bag is because I knew there was going to be some rain. So in the off chance that something happened, I didn't want this to get ruined. And so I just keep it in here just for easy purpose, and also just to kind of give it a little extra protection. So the one nice thing about this one is it has all the cables attached. So iPhone, USB-C, and micro, but the best part, best part, you can just plug it into the wall and charge it this way, and it tells you like the charging like number. Yeah, and luckily I did not have to use this because we took our midday breaks and I was able to like charge up everything that we needed, but this in general comes with us all the time. So this is just extra outfit for Ailey. a wipeable mat, and a bib in case we need it, and a wet dry bag. So that all kind of lives in here. This was like my personal stuff. It's really just like, it's like lip balm, lotion, a hair tie, a hair clip. Right now my card holder's in there, but normally like things like the my card holder or like things that had a little more value were in my fanny or mom bag or like my personal bag. And then this is just like this is an extra phone stand, I guess. I specifically normally use this on like planes, but it's become more and more useful like everywhere we go. So just, you open it up and you can switch the direction. So you can, which way is it? Oh, this way. So if you need it vertical or horizontal, whatever. And this part right here, if you just push down, kind of hooks on. So you could even turn this around and use it as a stand like this, or it's really super, super versatile, and I actually really, really love it. So this is a must-have for me for sure. And then last thing, our air tag. So I just got like a little like cover for it, and this just lives literally at the bottom of the bag, and that is it. That is it. That's what's in our park bag. So I hope you enjoyed the little setup. Hopefully it gave you some tips and ideas for your stroller setup, should you need any. And yeah, let me know if, you know, this is the kind of video that's interesting to you, because I think, I don't go to Disney all the time, but I frequent it enough where I feel like I've picked up on a few things, learned some things, and would love to share that, especially with other moms who are taking their kids. And especially if you are thinking about taking your little ones solo, it can be done. Like, I did it and I'm so glad I did it. And you just, honestly, preparation and low expectations, those are the keys to success, and you will have a great time. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and please make sure to subscribe and like if you like this sort of content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Just loving this